Alrighty, back at it again with the Krispy Kreme. Got these in here, got these here. So yeah, I believe it might have been Cottontail. What was there? It was in a Dollar General Walmart. There's one small bottle. Don't know what it is. It's probably a medicine bottle of some kind. Somebody might know. I found that. I followed most of the smaller bottles in here. So here's this. I don't know what this is, but it's a really small bottle. I did not clean it out, so there's still mud in there. There is got to be another smaller bottle. Fireball whiskey? Question mark. And then here's a little aspirin bottle. So I was right. I did not feel myself take it out, but this is the one I took out. This is an old little aspirin bottle. You can actually read it on the side. One of the sides. Anyways. Yep, right there, aspirin. So I folded that up. And yay! I don't know what this is. H. But yeah, there's an H on it. I found that, and I was like, yeah, we're keeping that. So, I'm gonna pull these bottles out that I've already just kind of like cleaned a little bit. And I want to start with the smaller bottles, but I almost kind of want to do those in the sink because they're smaller. And I feel like, yeah, we can do it in the sink. So we carry these over the sink. I only got one hand free. My counter is a bit dirty. Don't mind all the cleaning products. Don't mind that. That's Blaster. Don't mind the Blaster. I had to take a chain, a little link, or whatever. There's a lot of random shit just stuff in here. But there's like mud in the inside, or not mud, but it's like some clay in there. I honestly don't know what kind of bottle it is, or container. That should be decently cleaned out, or decently washed out. It also got some mud in there. And I'm going to see inside the stuff a lot. There was a lot of clay up on that mountain, so I'm just going to say that. I believe it would help if I did put some soap in there. Look at all that. Can we see through the bottle? Oh, yeah. Yay, now we can see through it. Yay. That one's cleaned out. This one here, it was sealed. And I believe there was liquid in it. I think it says Douglas. Actually, you know what? This might actually be an old medicine bottle. Judging by the measurements on it. But this is an old glass aspirin bottle. A glasspirin bottle. Ha! Funny. Don't mind me. I imagine if there's like an aspirin in there, that'd actually be very funny. Nah. This is going to be like 7 minutes of just me rinsing these out because it takes that long. Unless I put soap in there. Oh, it came loose. Literally, the last video was 7 minutes, and that was just explaining everything. That's actually kind of funny. I'm going to have either 7 to 8 minute long videos just for rinsing out this little tiny bottle. Oh my god, I don't know what it is, but it's something. I want to say it might be roots and stuff. Which would explain it. Here, let's some water. I'm just gonna put some water in. And we're gonna drop it in the water. We're gonna whack it against the so yeah, that might be like roots or whatever. Keep whacking it. Come on, keep whacking it against glass, against stuff. I'm just gonna let that one sit there. Yeah, so we got that. 7 minutes, 8 minutes long now. We're starting to record. So this obviously is on YouTube, yay! And there's not going to be any cuts because this is raw footage, everybody. This is raw footage. I don't know what brand beer bottle this is, but it has an H on it. Heineken? Ooh! Heineken question mark? Did Heineken make bottles like this? Don't know. This actually kind of funny. But I'm going to wash each one from the box by hand to the best I can. Ah, yes, clean that. Clean that top. Squish that cat. So now, being we got it like that, I only have one wet hand. I'm going to take some soap. I'm doing this through the phone, so looking at it through the phone. So outside of the bottle is going to be a little soapy. Actually, you know what? Let's just like cover it in a little bit of soap while we're at it, because there is dirt. There was dirt on the outside of the bottle. But if you take a look at that logo, it's got like lions and whatnot. But we're going to fill the inside of that bottle with some soap. And I'm going to look it up, look the bottle up. Unless I break it first, and then I can't. But this is a little tiny twist top on it, and I don't think that's an old bottle. But yeah. I also got some old Sprite bottles, so we're gonna do each video individual. I think I'll have like 5 things a piece. No, not 5 things. Each one has like its own separate bottle. Bigger bottles I stored in newspaper by themselves. Smaller bottles I had to store together because, yeah, I had to do it. I had to do it that way. Now, some of these bottles aren't going to get as clean, but we're going to leave it that way. I stored them in there with dirt and all because they don't have a running faucet outside, and I didn't want to clog their sinks and stuff. They don't have, what I mean by running faucet, they don't have any outside water. So they don't have no hose to hook up outside. You have to wash everything inside. So if you got to clean the dog, clean it in the bathtub. Or wash the dog off. If you want to rinse your feet off, you have to go inside and rinse your feet off. And that whole yard is covered in clay. Like when I say by clay, you can make pottery out of this stuff. And that's what most of what was inside these bottles. Most of what was inside these bottles was legit clay. If you filter it, you could make pottery out of it. You could legit make pottery out of it. And maybe I should have collected some of that dirt, brought it back, and sold it. But, yeah, most of that dirt was inside some of these bottles. I think one of the worst ones that had it might have been that one or that one. But it was the thicker one that had a lot of it in it. And took forever to get out. So I just like let it sit and soak with soap in it. And here we are. But turn that water off. And I don't know what brand bottle this is, but anybody who likes go scouring for bottles and stuff, this has an H on it, I believe. I want to say they're Griffins, but they're lions on either side. And yeah, it's a pretty nice bottle. I think this is the pretty unique one that I found out there. One of the unique ones when it came to it. So, I know that there's probably a beer brand out there, or some sort of brand out there that is like that. But that is another group of bottles there washed, and these are kind of rinsed out. That one's still got stuff in it. Just gonna do that. And yoink. It's 13 minutes long. Just rinsing bottles out, 13 minutes long. Explaining them, 7 minutes long. Rinsing them out, a lot longer. I don't know what that is. Just looking. Let's use eyes. Use eye. Maybe it's old aspirin that's melted. Melted aspirin, or just mud. I'm gonna lay that one in there carefully. And we're gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching.